Hello and welcome. You're watching Today in Parliament with me, Ashwarya, and these are the Parliament headlines. Lok Sabha to take up Companies Amendment Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. Bill aims to further amend the Companies Act 2013. DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill also listed for passing. Also in Lok Sabha, Health Minister Harshvardhan to move with the National Medical Commission Bill 2019 for passing. Bill seeks to replace Indian Medical Council for better development and regulation of medical education in India. And both houses to discuss private member bills. RSMP Kirori Lal Meena to move bill on farmers' welfare. MP Naresh Gujral to move bill to provide for reservation of posts in government establishments for orphans. Three bills are listed in today's agenda in the Lok Sabha for consideration and passing. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will move the Companies Amendment Bill 2019 for consideration and passing to further amend the Companies Act 2013. And Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan will move with the National Medical Commission Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. It aims to provide for a medical education system that improves access to quality and affordable medical education, ensures the availability of adequate and high-quality medical professionals in all parts of the country. And Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan will also move the DNA Technology Use and Application Regulation Bill 2019 for consideration and passing. It aims to provide for the regulation of use and the application of DNA technology for the purposes of establishing the identity of certain categories of persons, including the victims, offenders, and unknown deceased persons, among others. And the House will also take up private members' bills, including mandatory buyback and recycling of packaging material bill 2019, education loan to students belonging to economically weaker section bill 2019, girl, child and adolescent girls welfare bill 2019, euthanasia regulation bill 2019, among others. And the government has decided to extend the parliament session till 7th of August. The decision was taken at a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Parliamentary Affairs yesterday. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi gave this information. All right, Akhilesh Suman, our colleague, is now joining us live from Parliament. Akhilesh, as we were speaking in the morning that the Parliament session has been extended till 7th of August. That means, more bills are going to be cleared in this particular session. Talking about today, there are three bills that are listed in today's agenda, and being Friday, it is also the day for private members' legislations. Tell us what to expect in the day ahead in Lok Sabha.
Indeed, Ashwarya, you are right that the Lok Sabha has been extended up to 7th of August, and I think Rajya Sabha will be also extended by the same time. So, if you see the announcement by the Lok Sabha, it is mentioned that there will be no question hour in this extended period. So that means the government is very keen to pass all the bills that it has targeted, and in that way government has got also encouragement from the fact that in this session members have sat for a long time and even till the midnight to pass the bills that government had proposed. So in that way I think the government is very keen. Our government is also very encouraged because of the fact that in Rajya Sabha yesterday the RTI amendment bill was passed. Yes. Being the fact that everyone was apprehending that whether the government has the required numbers or not. But in the last moment, it was proved that government could manage the numbers. And on the floor of the House, when the voting is done, it is always the numbers that count. Yes. And if you have the number, you can pass and you can legislate. So I think government is encouraged by these two facts. And in coming days, when the government will come with the triple talaq bill, that is one of the most sought after bill by the BJP and its followers all along the country. I think if you hear Ravi Shankar Prasad yesterday, he was speaking, then he made it very clear that what he intends.
Yes.
And he also went into the history that India being the secular state, why it could not legislate on this issue that puts the female from Muslim community in such a bad situation. So I think in Rajya Sabha also it will be very interesting debate, and given the fact that JDU did not vote for BJP in Lok Sabha, they are also not, they may not also vote for BJP in Rajya Sabha, but the way government has managed the vote yesterday, I think they will manage the vote, and that is why they have extended. And as far as today's business is concerned, I think the government, the parliament gives right to members not only to raise questions, not only to discuss issues, not only to question the government, but also to legislate. And the private members will give them the time that they can also push the government to legislate, and that is why they come with the whole format, the whole content of a legislation.
Yes,
And
indeed, the private members' business in Lok Sabha, and it is also the day of private members' business in Rajya Sabha today. Stay with us, Akhilesh will just come back to you. Well, members Rita Brata Banerjee, Naresh Gujral, Kirori Lal Meena, Vinay P. Sehastra Budhe, Sasikala Pushpa and Ghulam Nabi Azad will move bills on issues including raising awareness about and providing facilities for the mental well-being of adolescents, reservation of posts in government establishments for orphans, farmers' welfare, promoting the conception, experimentation and implementation of educational innovations in our country, as well as women's welfare. And let's go back to Akhilesh. Akhilesh, as you were talking about how important, these private members' legislations are, how does the day look like today in Rajya Sabha?
I think in Rajya Sabha today, that question hour will be there, and the 0 hour will also be there. And Rajya Sabha, is a bit different from Lok Sabha in that way that first the members go for 0 hour and then for question hour, and in Lok Sabha it is for the question hour, then the 0 hour. So in that way Rajya Sabha members get the ample time if they have to react, if there is something very emergency in the country according to them, they can raise the issue just when the house sits in the morning. So in that way Rajya Sabha gets some upper hand in raising the issue. And these are the times when that members are very keen to raise their issue, and government generally is questioned, and government is generally under scanner by the members, and members of both the parties, either from the treasury benches or from the opposition party, they get the equal opportunity and they raise their issues in equal manner without any whip or anything. So I think this is a very important day. And other than that, that after lunch at 2:30 private members will legislations and for introduction or for consideration. In Rajya Sabha today 6 are for introduction and 6 are for consideration and passing. I think even the leader of opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad's private members bill is also there.
Yes.
So it will be very interesting time for members, and members
indeed
in this
a very
time,
packed day for Rajya Sabha as well today, and the session of course has been extended, so we can expect more legislations to be cleared in the days to come. Thank you so much, Akhilesh, for all those updates there from Parliament. And a tree plantation program was held today at the Parliament House complex, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi participated in the drive. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, Deputy Speaker of Rajya Sabha Harivansh also planted saplings on the occasion, and Home Minister Amit Shah and MPs from both the houses also participated in the drive. And with that, we wrap up this edition of Today in Parliament. Do stay tuned. The proceedings of the Upper House are going to begin in a short while from now at 11 a.m. Thanks for watching.